6-year relationship. Boyfriend broke up with me 'cause bored. Later confessed he cheated with other women. My world just shattered. I'm 22 years old, and for 6 years, my ex-boyfriend, also 22, was my everything. We were a long-distance couple, battling time zones and miles, but always with the same end goal, marriage. He'd met my family, I'd met his. We had our ups and downs, sure, but we were inseparable, connected by promises and shared dreams. I was just counting down the days until he returned from his master's program in Germany. He'd only been gone 2 months. Then, last week, the first blow landed. He called me, cold and distant, to say he'd lost feelings and it was over. My heart splintered, but I tried to understand. 2 days later, the real horror began. He called again, casually admitting he'd cheated on me with 2 women in Germany. I was numb, but it got worse. 2 more days later, he called again, dropping the ultimate bombshell. When he was on an exchange program in Italy last year, from January to July, he'd slept with 9 different women. 9? I was in shock, barely able to breathe. Why didn't you do this after we broke up? I choked out, tears streaming down my face. His answer was chilling. He simply said, I wanted it all. He wanted the comfort and love of our relationship, and the freedom to betray me. This was the same person who, after returning from Italy, lived with me on and off for almost 9 months. For those 9 months, we were practically living together. He cared for me when I was sick, cooked dinner almost every night, cleaned the house, and held me every single night. He loved me, slept with me, made me feel safe and cherished. Everything I could have possibly asked for in a partner. It was the deepest, most intimate part of our 6-year relationship, a glimpse into the future we were building. And then he reveals this, the loving partner, the doting caretaker, the future husband doll a performance while he carried these dark secrets. My world has quite literally turned upside down. The person I knew, the future I envisioned, the trust I placed in him, it's all a lie. I feel physically sick, emotionally ravaged. Despite the shocking revelations, despite the sheer, mind-boggling scale of his betrayal, a part of me, a broken, confused part, still loves him. I still feel like going back to him. This feeling itself is a betrayal of myself. It makes me wonder, why do people do this? How can someone live such a double life, cause such immense pain, and then simply confess it as if it's a footnote? I'm left here, picking up the pieces of a future that never truly existed.